Okay. Smoke some pay on? Good. Cool. Enjoy my mess here. Actually, it's not a mess. I have clean supplies in the back. Shirts seem pretty solid. Oh, it's a ball right there. That's okay. Anyway, so no clicks or anything. This is just from my phone. Still induced with allergies. It's also a sweaty. Give me a sec. It's also just gonna be a night alive. There we go. I don't care what they say, man. Chicks take me anyway. Because they don't think I'm actually turning 35. It's still thinking I'm in the 20s, but no, I'm getting up there. Well, right now I live a little bit more like I used to get old. Got a glass of water here. What you want to forget on? I want water, but I gotta do this. I'm irritated as fuck. It's probably gonna make me sick, but I gotta trim as much as I can with this. No, and then the rant time's gonna come, and then we'll see. We'll see how my mind bends after this piece of shit thing. If it's going south, I'll stick to water and soda. We have plenty of fucking soda. We have no. Found deal on soda, and then mom and I collabed, and just like we should just get all of it. Sort of did. Just like I got home last night. She's like, thank you for the squirt. Sorry, thank you for the root beer. And I also got some squirt soda too, because she's done that. She doesn't. Don't put that. She doesn't like the mixture, the mix flavored sodas. There we go. She likes root beer the most. So got her some root beer. And now she has a 6-pack of mud root beer. On top of like another 6-pack of Coke and whatever. But I think the problem is between her and I, it's just we're going down the sugars a lot. It's hard not to. Anyways, well, there we go. For the rest of this, make sure it goes to the tippy top. I do like this glass. Holds up the head, despite how shitty the beer is. So there's that. It's also really hot. And I like water. Take a small sips of it for that. And it's a hot summer day, man. That's why I have a fan blowing. It's my toupee. Gut rot ain't shaving it off, man. Beach, well, I might. But no, I think the girls gonna like it. Really think they do. I'm honest. I have a lot of people turn their heads like, is that him? Like I felt like a minor celebrity. Calm down, you're on a date. How you doing? Pretty good. Pretty good. Just watching the game, having a fun. Pretty much. All right. Gotta keep my parents straight. The reason why I came up on here. It's not just because I'm bored. It's not because I'm canceling on plans later today because of my irritation with an old friend. So, one, two, skadoosh. I know. Man, it's like 18 ounces here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What? For the chaser of that shit. All right. Yep. Water boosted up really quick. What's happening here makes it respond. Oh, my turn. Oh. Back to convocation. Honest to God, I thought I was gonna get sick. That was a burp. Because I was grabbing for this to have my ass with. So weather was closed down, but I need the air ventilation still, so I got this huge ass box bed over here. What I need to do is get one of those that's a good idea. I need to get one of those what's it called? The one of those sheets that you put water into and it releases like steam. One of those. So I can breathe at night. It does let out a little bit of heat, but fuck it, man. I'd rather breathe than have my body temperature at some point or another. Right? That makes sense. Anyway, for now, this works just fine. This needs to be cleaned off on the inside because I don't want debris in it. Anyway, I'm getting off track. There's just we're down to like right here, and I refuse to drink from this kid because it makes it taste worse. Give a fuck who you are. Oh, shite. You know, I still have a plan to I was gonna go to the car shop, you know what? Never mind. Not. Look at this fucking thing. It's boxing. This is what I want to do. Like, buy these boxes, invest in these fucking things. Just be patient with it. Just keep working and buy a box every week now because I can't since I'm camping. Pretty much. Like waiting for a deal. We went to a place. Best thing to do is just like see these boxes going on sale and open them up and probably get the money's worth plus. Because it's better than going out to bars. Think about it. But so I have a lot of friends uh, where I grew up at, which was not where I was born. Where I grew up in, uh, where I grew up, where I grew up as a kid, I had a lot of friends, and And I went on to celebrity posts and I went into a lot more detail with some Facebook because I wanted people to know what was going on before I decided to hold it in. I guess you could say because you hold shit in. If you hold shit in, the thing that things area to you the most, they'll drive you fucking mad. They'll drive you up a wall, and then eventually you think it's probably your fault. But at this point, shit's not. You know, now with this kind of behavior. I grew up with, I had two best friends. One was a true best friend, true childhood friend. We went our separate ways, but I still talk to his mom and dad because likely matter was that, they took a huge role in raising me because I was always over to my best friend's house, and they were like, "Yeah, you can stay for dinner. You can hang out with us." By the way, we had these chores and stuff like that, and made me fall in love with trading cards in the first place, and it's part of my personality because of that. You know what? I want to trade it for the fucking world. You know, I love them to death. My best friend at the time, and I always flashed, and he wanted to go separate ways, and although I'll shoot him a text here and there because I hold near and dear close to my heart the way I was born and raised because it wasn't just my family that raised me, it was a plethora of families. Whether they want to believe it or not, I always took bits and pieces, what everybody said. I stored it in here, then I made it to what I thought I still believe in would make me the better man. And each and every one of them were just like, hey, what you're doing is definitely nothing to sneeze at. At the very least, they're like, wow, he's doing something. Could I do more? Yeah, I could. But I'm working on it. You know, I'm working on it. Obviously, I have my own desk, my own partner desk. I have my own setup, but it's a work in progress, to say the least. I'm working at a job. I'm working at a job where I'm very good. I'm working for a decent wage because of how much I know. Thing is that I'm a firm believer men stop maturing by the age of 12. So, so with that being said, we had three us kids growing up. Within retrospect, my main best friend and I always competed because we were kind of polar opposites, but we always had some respect for each other. And then when we stopped being friends, when he admitted that he wanted to move on with a different part of his life, he didn't say, and then he told me that I don't want to be friends with you anymore. That was a long time ago, first off. And second off, it was very apropos, I guess is the word. It was very genuine. It was just like, hey, man, I, I don't want, I just don't want to be friends. That's what he said. And he said, like, I have nothing against you, so on and so forth. Everything under the sun. And, did hurt my feelings? Yeah, it did. But at the same time, like, as time grew on, like, I understood because, like, he was getting married. He wanted his, and, he wanted things for his life the way that he always wanted things in life, which is very private. And I'm a very vocal guy. So it made sense. We didn't hold grudges. We didn't talk about anything. Nothing really needed to be talked about in the first place. Do I miss him? Oh yeah, I do. I miss him and I miss his wife because those two are beautiful people, in my opinion. Because essentially, I grew up with them, and I don't think, within my opinion, nothing's going to truly tear that away. But it's up to me, because I do care about his opinion and I do care about what he wants. Now I'll let it go. Just let him be him and Shoot him a text once in a while. It might annoy him, might not, but at the end of the day, it's nothing harmful. You know what I mean? It's very whatever. So on the other hand, this fucking guy, the second one I'm gonna bitch about. Get a hold of your hats for this one because it's gonna be a little bit of a heap. And it's part of the reason why I'm saving this other up right here. This nice water. Chances are I'm probably gonna bitch about it a lot more uh, later on. Perhaps in someone else's channel. Perhaps on God's if it goes live. I'm not really sure if it's going to go live or not, but perhaps on his. Since I don't come on here anymore in some time, and whenever I do, it's more of like, oh, kid's getting drunk again. He's in a hotel room. It's never actually genuine stuff, you know, anymore. This one's genuine to me. So if you want to get a little bit more peace in my life, this is a story between me and let's call him, I don't know. Nah, we'll just call him by his original first name. We'll call him Nick. Because fuck him. Nick and I grew up and became friends in sophomore year of high school. And while we weren't necessarily inseparable, we kind of became brothers. And but at a certain point, because once we hit, junior high and high school, he and I started to come together with a lot of personal stuff. And even back then, you think, oh, personal stuff at the age of 16 to 18, what's personal about that? Fall in love with another woman? Yeah, it's pretty much what it was. But we grew up from that. We went from being friends when we were 16 to 18. I watched him in his music career. And I watched him develop into a chef, which he was a chef before I was. I'll get that straight out of the bank right now. He was a chef before I was. He was damn good. And being his best friend, well, his close friend, I won't say best because it was only not, it wasn't necessarily like that. It was more like a brotherhood. We started even having a job. Like he'd be the chef and I'd be his prep cook. And he would actually teach me things and show me things. So he was the reason essentially why I escalated myself as a cook. And we'll get into how that turns out a little bit later because he found out when I was up to a couple years ago, 2 years ago. He found out real quick how serious I thought I start treating myself. I am silenced because I'm using my phone and I'm on. Whatever. Be sideways. Edgy. Anyway, so I attended his wedding, and I was a second right hand man. I was dressed up, ready to go, and went to this beautiful park. Was there for that. Was there for his wedding, and then like 2 years after he got married, like things started getting a little bit weird. And he was married for quite some time afterwards. And I would take him aside and like, dude, like you're already married. What's going on? Like I didn't actually know if myself knew now what I knew back then. But cheers to you, but if I myself knew what I knew back then about him and I had the same knowledge as I do now about my personal shit, I would definitely tell him a lot differently than what I would have told him back then. Like back then, I was just like fucking whatever about it. Just have another beer. But he was definitely looking at other woman, and not just like that porn or anything like that. I mean, like he had a hidden flash drive of naked women that he collected because women at the time when Girl Ferrara was, they were just like, oh yeah, I swear to God, some of the chicks that he met in high school, they created OnlyFans without even fucking knowing it. So he would have a collection of pictures and save it on a USB hard drive, download it onto his computer, and then keep the hard drive. And he kept it after he was married, and then once his wife was at work, and he and I were chilling in his apartment, he showed it to me. One picture that he had included, which was not supposed to be released. There was a defaulted picture that was released because I sent a group text. I was very, very young, and this is like year 1 out of 10 with my last ex or with my ex girlfriend that I fell in love with, my first love essentially. Knowing that he saved that picture, which only five other people saw. He saved that picture and he saved it to a USB hard drive. And then when he clicked on it, because he was showing me naked pictures of other women in high school, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of fun. It's great. And then he clicks on it and then shows my girl. And I looked at him. I'm like, hold on a second. Why do you have that? We told everyone to delete that. Why would you have that? Because immediately when it was accidentally sent because of it was a viral error on my network's part. I did not, and trust me when I say I did not show everybody that intentionally. I showed 5 people that was saying like a group text. It's like, hey, we should all hang out and do this. I think it was like bowling or something like that. And it skipped that, went to the last message, and then forwarded that, which was the topless picture of my girlfriend. And people saw it, and some jokes were made, but there was nothing harmful. And she was like, make sure everyone deletes that. I'm not mad at you. I understand. Just make sure everyone deletes that. And I did, or at least I thought. And 3 years later, I found out that he had that photo for about 3 to 4 years. So I looked at him and I said, Nick, why the fuck would you have that? You're married. And my wife was one of the flower molders for your wife. Why do you still have that? That's sick. Which it is. Not just greasy, that's just sick. It curls my stomach when people do shit like that. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm a single dude myself. I'd rather be that. I made my fucking idea up. But girls gotta be pretty fucking cool to ride with me because I know I'm a fucking handful, right? So, but when you marry somebody and you know that you're a handful like that, and you marry them and say, "Oh well, I have this," his ex-wife never found that one out because we told each other. I told him actually, this gets deleted, but this stays between us because I'm not going to ruin your marriage. This gets deleted. This photo, you can keep the rest of it. I don't give a fuck what you do with it, but get my fucking girlfriends out of your goddamn USB. And I smacked him. Like that. And not like that. It was a lot harder. And he looked down and he was like, all right, I deserve that. I'm sorry. He never knew. His girlfriend never knew. His wife never knew. It was just between me and him. Fast forward. Let's do another chug. Fast forward that. This things got really dicey. Really fucking dicey. Really dicey and a little bit cringe. A little bit fucking cringe. Another pull, I guess. It's kind of stay cold in that glass because that's what that glass is that do keep stuff cold. Thank God I bought them because this summer sucks. Don't believe me. Like, look at this glass of ice. It's still icy. It's still like, anyway. But anyway, so fast forward it, and then, our friend, uh, we'll call him Nathan. It's not his actual name, but I'm still friends with him, so I'm going to keep this actually private. Our friend Nathan was really cool. A little bit weird. A little bit weird. But who is in our friends? Like, look, I fucking play Magic the Gathering. I ain't supposed to play the cards. Like, look at this. Of course, I'm fucking weird. Like, I fully admit it. But weird people around this fucking world, not nerds, not geeks, the weird ones. The weird ones who actually think a little bit outside the box. Think, hey, what if I did this, or what if I invest my money into doing this? The weird ones are the ones that captivate you. The weird ones are the ones that say, hey, what if I had this amount of money, what if I invested into this? And then say, hey, this is my idea, opening up to everybody else and say, you know what, be a genuine guy. Yeah, I'm really quirky, but if I stole my money right now for the magic cards I recently got, I could easily have $400 in my pocket. Like that. Not going to, because in my mind, that's going to increase within about another stuff. Maybe not by too much. Think of it like stocks, but anyway, we played Magic the Gathering a lot together, and my friend Matt was a little bit off edge, at times a little bit of unhinged. He was very passive aggressive with how he felt. A little bit of an asshole, but as we put it, he's our asshole. So let him be a little bit of a dick, and then we'll move on, kind of thing. Because he always wanted to hang out with us, and it's not like what he bitched about was just him bitching. He was like, he had his opinion, like, yeah, it's being kind of a dick, but does he have a point? And half the time he did. Half the time he actually did. And this was during the time when Matt and I worked together. He said, hey, I want a second job. And then he worked under me for quite some time. This is when I was working at Five Guys Burgers and Fries. And this is when I was a manager for that company. And man, when he and I worked, fucking tag team duo, nothing stopped us. Absolutely not. He would make sure like all the behind the scenes things were completely done, and he would talk to me about, he and I would talk about the coworkers and stuff, and I'm like, well, what do you think about this guy? What do you think about him? And we built the team. He didn't want to say anything to anybody because he was like, I kind of pay people. I'm like, I know you do. So vent to me and then let me bounce it off. And then at the end of the day, he told me, you know what, you're a really good manager. I'm like, thank you, dude. We could have done without you, shook hands and stuff like that. Really great guy. My working experience with him compared to my party experience with him, when we worked together, it was a different experience. It was awesome. It's a newfound respect. So it was cool, and I always hold that. So Matt, thank you. To go to a darker side of Nick's story, he does have some sort of reasoning. Actually, he has a lot of reason to act the way that he does, and it's almost excusable up until the point of 2 days ago. The reason Nick and I initially became close is because I was there for both his dad and elder brother's funeral. In fact, a couple of years ago, I aged older than his older brother did before he passed, and it wasn't an accident. And I know that YouTube are going to be really shaky about it. So if you need help, seek it. before I go into this. If you need help, seek help. If you need it for me, I'm always here. And, I can always talk to anybody. I can always do that. Especially on here, because a lot of you guys are really close friends of mine. Yes. Well, I'm not too weird to go out there and have a drink with anybody because they're all well put together and stuff, and I'm just here with a fucking weird haircut and a fucking Blind Guardian t-shirt. You know, people think I'm cool. I'm just a fucking nerd. So, um, but if you need help, yeah, you gotta seek it. But that being said, when we went to his little brother's funeral and then we talked about it, I remember Nick, my other close friend, we were at his house, and we sat, we had a few shots of some whiskey. I believe it was Carl Jameson. Doesn't really matter. But as soon as we got buzzed up, he opened up because in the paper said that it was a fatal car accident that his older brother got into. A fatal car accident. He drove up into a tree. Uh, problem was is that it wasn't an accident. His older brother decided to take his own life, and the newspaper wasn't ruled as a suicide, but it was. And that's when I say, if you need help, I've said it before myself, if you need help, you have to seek it. Because no matter what, no matter how pissed off you get at the world, no matter what downsides are, that's not the answer to just say fuck it. Just do it. I carried his casket to the grave. Watched his mom cry. Not knowing at the time that her firstborn kid just took his own life. Then once I knew that kid, and he didn't have home for me per se, because I don't know anyone in my immediate family who's ever done that. We're all tough fucking rednecks, but because we have some God-given talent or biological, whatever the hell, we're tough. We're tough as nails. He wasn't. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how tough you are. It doesn't matter how skinny you've had. It doesn't matter what shape you're in. It doesn't matter anything about that fucking bullshit. You need help. And I know I just lagged a little bit out there, but if you, I guess if you need help, you talk. It's okay. So I'm gonna. Is it bad to tell anybody? It's gonna be all right. Just talk with me. It's okay to feel weak. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay, especially both women and women, but men can feel it too. And some men don't want to feel that. They don't want to feel that weakness. And then once they do, their mind like flips, like a flick of an ear or a snap of a finger. Their mind flips. And it sometimes it digs deeper. It's what some people know. So you have to talk about it. He chose not to. As it floats up again. At the very least, his older brother and his father were buried side to side. So one time, about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I did visit their graves, and I cried because I said out loud, because I said out loud, I think I killed your son. Well, I think that's always going to hurt me. You know, I know what time is. Sometimes I can be a little bit fuck up. A little bit of a shithead. Let's be honest. But but with them, it was just it was different. That's something else you should know. I'm not saying it's your that is just it makes me so upset. You know, because when Nick and his ex-wife got together, and you know, he did cheat on his ex-wife when he was with the band. Oh yeah, he did with one girl for about 2 weeks. And I took him aside, and I think Hugh Ritz talking to me about this to this day. He says he tells me this, and I told him, dude, eventually you have to let your wife know. Like you cannot live your life keeping that kind of secret, because eventually if she finds out for herself and not for word of mouth, she's gonna rip you a new one. She and he took my advice. He eventually told her, he set her down, you know, did this, and then she went out, they AWOL a little bit, and he calls me, and I told her, but she just broke up with me. I'm like, okay, we'll just give her time. She gets a new boyfriend within the same fucking week. And she was there. She was there with all these girls going on between his older brother and his father. She was there, man. He no, she should have known how hard that was to have him say something like that to her. Because for him it was like small steps, like he was growing. Yeah, I'll have a lot of growing up to do sometimes. We probably never will, but at the same time, you gotta respect another man. And she just went AWOL, and as it turned out, she was talking to other guys already, and decided to date another guy in the week that she found out. And it's not just that they split up; they split up owning being co-signers of an apartment, and she would have her newfound, and I try that like boyfriend sleeping in the marriage bed. Like, and I look at him like, don't date her anymore. You know, like, fuck all that. Make sure the lease is up. Make sure everything is inclusive. Make sure all the paperwork's done with, and get the fuck away from her. And he did. for about a year. Um, as soon as she found out the fact that dating a new guy that I was actually met that was not the way to go, she's dumb. That's basically right. She's a fucking idiot. Immediately, she wanted to go back to Nick, and then Nick was like, "Okay." In my head, when he did that, I was like, "No, no, no! You're doing so no!" Like fuck. Like why? It's just so dumb. And of course, they get back together. Like Nick, come on, you're bullshitting me, right? Like, okay, I'll be here for you, but by the way, this is he was a druggie himself, so kind of hard to get through. I didn't really know too much about it at the time. I knew he drove acid, and I knew the trims, and I never did it either. I hit cocaine twice, and I didn't like the effects. And back, I'm more of a beer guy. I like to chill out. I actually like to enjoy what's actually around me. I like architecture. I like stuff that I like Walter and like Doctor. Cheers, cheers. But I knew his mind wasn't quite there anymore, right? So I stayed patient. And then when I was working at BJ's restaurant in your house, he was like, "Oh, I kind of want you to cook job. I kind of want to cook with you again. I think it might be fun. Do you think you can give me a job?" I'm like, "You know what? Yeah, with your resume, of course we can." It was just like old times. This is the point. This is where things get dark too. Not as dark as the previous uh, conversation, but this is where it gets a little bit dark to where the friendship actually ends. He was like 3 to 4 months into working with us. He and I would joke around. He was just like, "Hey, what'd you get off tap? Mountain Dew? I got Mountain Dew too. Yeah, it's cool." Like we're being kids again. And essentially, I found out he was doing lines of cocaine during his break. Meanwhile, he gets back with his ex, and then he looks at me and has a semi-serious conversation with me. Tells me, "Hey, look, Ken, I think I want my wife to work here." And I was like, "No, absolutely not. No." And he was like, "But she'll get her and I will get a $100 bonus, so we really help our house out." I said, "No, she cannot work here because now you're leading your personal life into my professional life." Doesn't respect that. Went behind my back. Went to the kitchen manager who I was pretty close with. And it's like, "Oh yeah, sure. Work with the wife. That's cool." It's like, "No, no, no, no. No, can't do that." And I knew why. And of course, Nick didn't open up as to why I would say no, because the reason why they're broke up to this day is because he decided to have that happen. And she wanted that to have that happen. And laws be known, they're both flirting with girls, flirting with guys, behind each other's backs, creating this whole fucking debacle of bullshit. And everyone, who gets in the middle of it because that happened because they were dealing with me. I did at my workplace, and hey, he's cheating on her, right? I have to hear that. It's like, yeah, dude, I fucking know. I told him not to do it. I told them both to fuck off. How when do you guys work? Like, you guys already broken up and decided you guys probably want to get a divorce. Why the fuck do you guys want to live and work with each other? That's stupid. Oh my lord. So blatant disrespect on my part doesn't even, when he comes talk to me to this day, he doesn't even say anything about that. He'll just talk shit. He'll just talk shit. Oh, Ken's a piece of shit. He royally screwed me on that because it fucked with my mental, fucking my professional life. So I'm just trying to get shit here done and go home and have a beer or two. That's really all I wanted to do with that job. And at that time. And damn, he fucked it up. They both did. So he gets a transfer. She stays under my wing because I was the one who trained her, not him, because he didn't know how to fucking train her, obviously, because she cheated on her. She cheated on him in the first place. Why the fuck would you know how to train her? So she would come to me about everything, and then I have to fucking supervise her because still, because he left, she was now my responsibility, my sole responsibility because they said to break up again because they were cheating on each other with fucking waitresses and cooks alike. So they create this fucking tornado of bullshit within the staff, front of house, and back of house. Create a tornado, and that's when I was like, you know what, Nick, you really fucked up this time. I will be burned. Go die in a fire. I was so mad, and that's when our friendship blew apart. And I have, now that I'm saying it, I have every right to be pissed off about it. I still want it so bad. And now, see, your 2024 that ended in like 2016, 2017. I wanted it so bad to just, because he ended up moving out of state, for him to put it behind him and just create a life, and that's it. And recreate it. And Tom Patel 2 days ago. Well, we'll start with a year and a half. Year and a half ago, I mentioned some of the things. I was just in a bit of rage about the picture that you saved. And why in the fuck are you going to be mad at me when you save naked pictures of my ex-girlfriend? So then he just responds, nothing but drop me alone. Which you will, but you're always going to be drunk for the rest of your life, so fuck you. Okay, fine. Whatever. It pissed me off at the moment, but after a couple, think about like, I would say like 4 days. Like, I was just like, all right, well, it's going to live his own life. I have to focus on my own shit. 2 days ago. It's the next time. After that, after about a year and a half hiatus, he messages me again. Hey, my new girlfriend and I are getting married, and I'm expecting to get soon. Just I wanted to let you know. I said, hey, that's cool. So, congratulations. How are you? You guys happy and healthy? Literally said that. That was it. He reads it and then blocks my account. Just saying that pisses me off. You know why? Because like I now don't have to worry about my medication, and my shit's like very minuscule, right? My problem is very minuscule. Like I have to worry about dealing with fucking allergies. Like I can handle it. But if your boy's sick and under the weather, he's pissed because your boy cannot clearly go to work. So I'm pissed off a little bit already. And then he blocks me after me saying, hey, congratulations. Is everyone healthy? Is everyone doing good? After everything I've been with her, he just blocks me again. I went on a rampage. A total rampage. Mentally, not physically. I would like to do it physically at some point or another, but I'm taking it out on work and nothing destructive, I want to take it out on something constructive, not destructive. But him blocking me after saying that, and I told this to our friends. I shot a screenshot of what he did to our friends and or then friends. They're my friends now, but he's blocked a lot of other people. How is it? That man hasn't changed in the past 6 to 7 years, and now he's getting married and having a kid. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the fact that he's bragging about that to me. He doesn't know what the fuck I'm up to. He did. He'd be ashamed. Like I said, he was a chef before I was. He became pretty well known in his own right. I just got better at it. And maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just doesn't want to admit that. The reason why the girls like me compared to him, at least, let's be fair, girls don't actually like me. I'm like a fucking 6.9 out of 10. Huh? But compared to him, he's always been like this, you know. And then he's getting married. Yeah, because he moved to Missouri with a bunch of fucking chicks, and now you find a girl stupid enough to marry you again. So what's gonna happen now? Honestly, Beth tell him to his face, and I kind of want to, but I'm gonna hold my better judgment because of the people I talk to. I'm not going to, because he's not gonna listen. The fact that he bragged about him getting married and having a kid, not knowing at all, to my knowledge, what I'm up to, it's fucking bullshit. And then instantly blocks me. That is so fucking lame. And he's turning 34, turning 35, or whatever. That is so lame as a man. So what it is, like, screenshot it, showed it to my personal Facebook page. Gets a couple of reacts, but mostly people are just like, yeah, we knew about that. We knew about him. He sucks. He absolutely sucks what he's doing. It's just like, damn, I wanted to believe so hard. Dave's like, you know what? I want to get reacquainted with my old friend. I want to get reacquainted with my old friend and say, I'm getting married again and I'm having a kid. And I wanted to believe the be saying, like, I'm really happy for him. And I was. Up until you decided to block me after I sent. Because when you send messages on Facebook, they'll show you when people see your reaction. It's like, okay, you know that, move in, so it's like lots of things. The end of it is this. And I know that was a pretty long story. You stuck around for this long of the story. Thank you. A little bit of a harsh one. It's sometimes reality, actually most times reality is very, very harsh. But thank you. My decision was to post about it, post my grievances on Facebook. And my decision was to block him for and I didn't want to do it. And I know there's going to be a couple people who are going to be upset about that, but I already had a few people even add me from Facebook. Even they heard me post about that post. I'm like, yeah, he was such a dick. Why were you friends with him so long? Just 'cause I cared, man. But I just can't find it within me to care anymore. Like I have so many other friends on here that I care about a lot more. I care about Walter Scott whenever he comments on my fucking YouTube videos. I care about that. I care about Dr. Smith whenever he and I like exchange memes on Instagram. I care about Gutrod if he opens his panel and introducing people who live in, I can't remember, East Coast. We'll just go with East Coast because it's not West Coast. You know what? He hates California. I just don't know about over there. I'll travel there someday. Rhode Island? No, I don't know. But I'll travel there someday. I'll make note of it. But I just care about you guys a lot more than I do care about people like that. And because I've seen people get upset. You know, I've seen people like low key who on his lowest brain fruit would say, "Ken, you deserve a lot better. Let me send you some money." When I was in hard times, and then instead of a little pact saying with love and not even expecting a return. That that to me is brotherhood. And now that I've been going to better places, higher places, and I'm working my ass until I remember these things. You know, I remember you guys. I'm like, I gotta do it for them. I gotta, you go somewhere to where internet's gonna be a probability and stuff like that, which is gonna happen about a month. I just had to have more privacy and stuff. But that's pretty much it. Uh, I'm a returning grocery store worker, despite the fact that Drewski will probably hate me for that. Left him too. He just thinks, "Oh, Ken's really mean to me." Side note, Drewski, no one is as mean to Drewski as Drewski is mean to himself and his body. Just saying that right now. Just saying. Just saying. Can't just buy a new chair and think you're going to be comfortable. If you die by the age of 45, it's going to be your fucking fault. But we don't want to see that happen. So, well, I don't. Therefore, I would say, Drewski, you're drinking too much. You're being a fucking prick. That means I want to see you live a little bit longer. This goes. You have to be a little bit tough on people sometimes. People who are older than me, people in their 60s drinking a beer. Sometimes I'll be tougher on me, like, hey, just remember, can't do this, can't do that. I still roll my okay. It's just like, but I'm smart enough to like listen to it a little bit. Like, if they're putting a bass in their voice, like, yeah, they probably do have some point. And start listening to it. You know, of course, you have to have your own opinion as well. That evidently, it's your own body, but at the end of the day, for different reasons, different people, for well, many reasons. I do love this community. I really do. Because you guys are essentially better or worse. You guys were there, you know. And I don't even have to look at a list, to name off people. I love Senecal. Sometimes Senecal will look at me and be like, "Kenny, you fucking up. Remember one time? Remember one time when Seneca would hate on me a bit. He was like, Ken, you're kind of being a dick. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Make me out. Like, I listened. You know, I know very well that I need to step in my game at quite different levels. And Seneca, he's great. You know, I wish I could have him as a coach, please. He's doing a lot better what he's actually doing. Like, seeing his DJ videos, he's always has his own unique panel. That's awesome. You know, and I used to have drinks with them. I would like to do it again someday. You know, and then we have Burger Bob. Uh, Burger Bob, fisherman. And I know that he and I have talked. We had plenty of great shows with each other. In fact, it's like having one, especially for him. Not the water. I just need to take some water for him. Blue Moon. Blue Moon was also one of the sweet beers. Let's be known, Blue Moon. Blue Moon was my first beer that I ever drank. Well, maybe second. I think the first beer I actually tried was from my grandfather. He just drank Budweiser. This is the first beer I thought was like, it's kind of gross. I grew to like it. And then recently, I decided to pick it up again because I was like, I'm tired of drinking all these like heavy shit like that I bought at the grocery store today. There's so much appeal and stuff. I'm tired of drinking that shit. Sometimes it's just to enjoy a drink. It has a little bit of alcohol, then you enjoy the drink. It's just like 5.2, 5.4, 5.4. You get this fermentation on the bottom. Perfecto. Here. Let's see what kind of effect it has. One, two, three, four. Clear thumb. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. That. My girlfriend's straight. No, I don't. What? Anyway. Spitting up that fermentation, you want to get rid of it. You don't drink fluid from bottle, you want to get rid of that shit. Recipe don't it's just pour it so you mix it up a little bit so you get the actual bubbles. This one's gonna be out to the Ken DC. Ken DC. Ken can see these nuts. Anyway, told you. Men don't fucking mature after 12. So that now it's just the Ken to see. The Ken see these nuts. Anyway, shout out to another girl I knew in my childhood. Shout out to her. But when you're part of like a special relationship or anything like that, just to be not a handshake, don't want to do anything with her. Romantically. Cheers to her. She's only got me into Blue Moon. So cool to you. Cheers to Amanda. And Walter and Doctor. And you know what? Cheers to cheers to everybody. Fuck it. Well, bouncers. All sorry. You want to take a fuck for it. That's about shit. Yeah, cheers to everybody. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Smooth. Hits on the pedal for me. It does float a lot. Not even water flaps. I was thinking of reaching for it, but eh, just hits from hand to pot. Right on the freaking pot. It's like this. This is like a dinner, a good dinner. You know what I mean? It's like you sit there. It could be technically for me. It could be a dessert beer, but it's a good dinner beer. Like, yeah, I want a blue, but whatever you go with. Because it has a lot of wheat, it actually pairs up a lot of well with what you call it. Pairs up with a lot of pasta dishes. There you go. Eat. Get it every fucking day. I'm getting a little bit too buzzed up with my uh, bullshit hurricane. Yeah, and I'm seeing people who's commenting on the post about the stuff I was talking about earlier, but I just want to laugh at the food. Um, I would like nothing more to have someone else go live to. I mean, join the stuff. Since tomorrow, my breath smells like hot dogs. Yes. Oh, actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna read out aloud what people are saying on Facebook. I'm not going to mention names. I'm just going to say stuff. Swear. Okay, there I am. Jesus Christ. Easy runs. Okay. Yeah. I'm alone. No time. Let's let it go. Do that four corner check. Or you step up. Yeah, he's ready. Like, you guys see me, right? Like, come on, you gonna fuck people. Clearly, like, this is my, like, I don't even work out. This is my body, right? Like, I'm comfortable, you know. Imagine actually you hit a gym for like 2 months. This would be fucking riptide. But now I still have this, you know. It's like I don't really feel too much, but you know, neither does much else. I'm a 200-pound healthy man. I know to use my body as a weapon. No one can step up to me like that. I know. Not really. The ones that could, respected way too much to do it. I'm not competitive. I won't fight. If I have to, you know. Well, see what that like. Bam! It's like a fake uppercut. Like you blam them with their elbow and break their fucking nose right here. I think the best strength of man is admitting to when they've been down. When they get broke, back down, back into the corner. It's the way that they fucking rise. After they've been beaten to a bundle. It doesn't matter. You rise back up, start again, keep going. So it's or a woman too. Hey, that's another girl we talked about. Or the first girl we talked about. First woman, I'm sorry, she should be talked about as a woman. Man, I love the woman. Not gonna lie, she's a little bit of a thought, but I understand it. Here's the reason because she posted the fact that she was out of shape in an unhealthy relationship, right? After she got out of the relationship, she would talk about it. But she would go to the gym and she would talk about it. And she wanted to show off the body. A little bit weird to me, shot her the way that she did. A little bit weird, but there was no nudity. Damn it. I've seen. But you know, I get it. I totally get it. Like she's a woman that I would date. You know what I mean? Like she's cool. She's cool as fuck to do that. She's cool as fuck. And then admitting that she, you know, been hurt before, like stuff like that. Now, my only problem with that is that if she started dating another guy, right, is would she keep doing it? Keep posting those things? Because after you get all the attention from some guys, sometimes don't really know whether a girl is gonna keep doing it or not. You know, it's like, well, you got some attention now. Do you need more? It gets kind of convoluted there. If he didn't, like say that take a walk with me. Say that her and I went on a date. My ideology would probably be like going to a park, it's dark, and there's lights everywhere, stars shining bright, it's a summer sky. Have that, just having lunch, and not even getting intimate, but imagine that. Like that'd be a cool day with me. Like I'm cool with that. But you know, most dudes were just like, just want to, like, oh, God damn, dudes are gross. So it's like, kind of, as a dude, like, yeah, you do want to Adidas girls that you like, but at the same time, you still have to treat her like a lady. You know, it's a weird balance. But, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, girl with her that's been hurt. You straight treat her like a princess. Sorry. Yeah. Well, queen. Yeah, treat her like whichever she would prefer, I guess. You just take her out, but you have to put your own spin on it. When you take a girl on a date, you have to put your own spin on it. You have to put your own man. You have to get in touch. And if you're a guy, you are fucking lying to me. You have your venom inside. You're weird. You're stupid. Shut up. Don't hide it. Don't deny it. You're fucking dumb. You have venom inside. You know how to be romantic. You know how to feel it. You know how to be about it. And if you're a single guy, you're listening, you kind of know. Kind of know. But you have to have that. You have to be weird and be a little bit feminine, but also be manly at the same time, because that's what she wants. Every girl wants that. But feminine, make the girl understand you. So, when I say pink moon, I see her, and like, yeah, I'd like to take her out and pick her, watch the midnight summer sky. I would say, yeah, that sounds like probably one of the dates that she would like to have. Although she lives in South Country, I would say that uh, around. I don't tend to date girls just willy dilly because most girls who I don't know, they just stare at me like, "Is he? Is he? Is he? Is he? Is he single? Huh?" Like, God, it's so creepy. Like, it sucks. Like, I'd rather date someone who I've already known for quite some time because it's just within the family. Is he single? Huh? Is he single? Because when girls are like intertwined with them, they talk just the same way as other guys do. Girls talk the same way as guys. Well, let's be known, might be more or less. I don't know. I've never been a part of that girl. Girls do talk about wanting to lay in bed with another guy. Let's go with that. You know, it's a little bit weird to talk about, but yes, they do. It happens. Guys say, "Oh, I'm gonna sport, sport. I'm a man. Me have big truck. Is that a good flip word? Big truck, flip word, perfect. Nope, whisper, but a whole lot. Sometimes you have to watch out. Just watch out. You know, see that girl's friend with you going up to the bar and saying, "Hey, kind of cute for me to go to the bar," which happened last night, by the way. Right. Funny guy. Anyway, whichever twice. Hey, you come around? What do you do? Oh, I just getting the beer after work. Looking for grocery store. That's kind of part of my passion. I'm a cook. Good here. Like, oh, okay. Walk away. You don't want a goddamn money order. Hell to the no. As a California chicks got me fucked up. Like money, yeah, I do have it, but like if a genuine chick wants to date you for you, they won't care about your occupation that much. I just want to be a factory worker. That's what it sounds like. I want a factory worker. I want I want this. I can't date a man that that doesn't make any more than 6 figures a year. I want that in my life. Oh, well then how much do you make, ma'am? Oh, I don't have a job. 9 times out of 10 happens. I swear to God. And it's not me bullshitting either. A lot of girls in California are like that. Probably not in anywhere else. But California, they're definitely like, oh, I just want a guy who makes a lot of money. And I'll just do this, and I'll just run forever. As long as he makes a lot of money, so he can treat me like a princess. Ugh, gross. Go fuck out. Like, no, I'm attracted to women. That matters of like what your interests are, what do what do you do and why. Like, I don't care about the money. Money's not an issue. If I'm gonna date, is what's your occupation and why do you do it? They can tell me like a 4 long detail, like what they do and why they do it. I'm like, hell yeah, money's not an issue. Let's go. You know what I mean? But now these fucking dumbass fucking blonde bitches think, oh, I just want a man that makes a little much money. Oh, I just want a man that makes so much money. My name is Laura. No, fuck that. Fuck CC224. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have these great nuts. Sorry. Hope you have a great day. My name's Laura. I can't find any help with love. I'm 35 and single. Can you believe it? My favorite show is Sex in the City. But, 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 the Big Bang Theory is a close second. God damn. Third Rock from the Sun is my Bible. God. I cannot. Dennis Cinema. Guys, ever watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer? It's a really great sitcom. The girl is the main character. Yeah, we know. It's great. Why do you want to bring that up? Why do you want to bring it up? Why? I have a tattoo of the man. Cool. Right. And I really like the show. And I like it. It's a girl. Like, okay. All right. Don't let me know. But I like boys. That means I like you more. Stop getting my new sick job where I best man the slot. Oh my god. I can't keep it up. I'm sorry, that was rancid. My best friend was the slot. It's kind of like sounding like the receptionist from Monster Inc. Job. Mr. Blockhouse, you cannot get anything. I get thanks. So next in line, please. Was that good? Was that a fair? Do it. Why you bro not good? I okay. I'm gonna try again. But I get out of this chair. But Morris, honestly, that was like a made up character in my head that I made up about like 2 years ago. My name's Laura. Well, actually, no, I found out the game terms. I'm sorry, but I put my spin on it. I don't know what I want in life. All I know, I'm 35 and single, and I'm living in the big city, Connecticut. I'm big time now. Oh, my life was good, but my last ex-boyfriend, I leave him because he was boring. And then I moved to the big city. No, now I don't know what to do with my life anymore. So fucking dumb. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know. All right. Hold on. You two minutes for that. My name's Slope. What if I said to the band? My name's Slope. Oh, it doesn't really. I can't do it. Like it's grasping my voice too much. I can't. It hurts. It sucks. I do have a great date with the devil. I got pee. First up, foremost, you got charging. I do have a date with the devil though. Johnny the Puppet Man. Oh, Puppet. Yeah. Uh, Starting in my goose, I count 2 fingers in the ass. So what you guys think? Should I trade? Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to peace out. Probably pop on a little bit later. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that trade. All right, you guys take care, man. I'll be back. Ow. Yes. I'll get a new box of let's do it. Fuck it.